It was a dark and stormy night when we decided to dive. Hey guys, this is SirClud and we're back. In between episodes, I went and just stocked up on fairies and just went and put on the water Zora's tunic, and let's go ahead and get this beast started. Sorry to those of you who wanted to see me get stuck. Probably not going to be happening. I have played this game way too much to actually be stuck in this place anymore. If you want to see me stuck, wait until we get to Twilight Princess and I do Lake Bed Temple. That is a dungeon I can get stuck in if I don't play the game every once in a while, just because I forget some things and yeah. I have to say, playing through Ocarina of Time 3D, they really did do a lot here of work. It looks very gorgeous. And then also they made it so you actually knew where you were going. Do I want this like candles in front of it? Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, you're, if I'm right, Link? You're Link, aren't you? It's me, your fiance, Ruto, Princess of the Zors. Oh, shit. You're a terrible man to have kept me waiting for these 7 long years. And now is not the time to talk about love. I'm sure you've already seen it, Zors. Okay, this actually brings up a very interesting question. If Link and Ruto did do the nasty, is that bestiality? I don't understand the whole concept. I mean, they're human-ish, but at the same time, they're not human, so... And then, Majora's Mask. You get masks that transform you into different species like Deku and Zora, and then that actually takes my questions to a whole new level because you're essentially using the bodies of dead members of these species, and so first off, if Link were to be, say, the Goron and did it with a Goron woman, which I've never actually seen in the games of Goron woman. Anyway, would that be bestiality, or is that okay since Link's technically also Goron, and isn't it also in a way kind of necrophilia since Link is using a dead Goron's body? These are questions I ponder at night. I'm a disturbed little man. I blame the internet. Ugh. That pixelation on the bomb. I believe this one is the map. Yeah, they give you the map and compass right off the bat. They knew what they were doing with this dungeon when they placed the map and compass. They knew they were making it evil. It really makes me feel old to actually realize this. Twilight Princess turns 8 this year. That is disturbing to me in a way. It doesn't even seem like it was that long ago. I was hunting for a Wii near launch. Ugh. I'm freaking old, guys. I'm 20 and old. Oh gosh. Yeah, there is actually a very nice little route you're going to want to take through Water Temple. And I did promise we'll see why I want the broken sword, but we're not quite there yet. So while we're discussing logistics, last time I was supposed to talk about the Fable series, but kind of got off topic. That's what happens when I go get more episodes. Let's discuss Fable. The first game in the Lost Chapters. Brilliant game. I loved it. Fable was actually the reason I originally wanted to get an Xbox. It was an amazing game. As I've said, it was kind of like an upgraded, just M-rated Zelda. Had more magic, there were more dark tones, boss fights were amazing, there were so many different weapons you could use, so much you could do, so much collectibles. It was very amazing. Unfortunately, they decided to revamp the series. I say unfortunately because they didn't exactly turn out the best games. Don't get me wrong, Fable 2 would have been a great game if it wasn't a Fable series game, as weird as this sounds. But Fable 2 was one of those games that, just like compared to the first, was like, what in the name of Davy Jones happened? I honestly just wonder, because it took out a lot of the fun combat system, took away your magic meter, and kind of made it all weird combat-wise, and placed more emphasis on like, how to explain this? You had to do a certain amount of side little objectives in between each one that were just like, oh, go here and talk to this person and blah blah blah. And then combat in that game was not very fun or intuitive. Whereas the first Fable game was kind of more like a Zelda. The second and third one used a very weird combat system that kind of, you have to play them to understand. But I did end up liking the second a lot. I played through it a few times. My biggest gripe about the second game was it didn't actually have a final boss per se. Spoilers, you end up just fighting Lucian and you just have to shoot him once. And even then you don't have to do that. They will kill him off for you. Oh, screw you. Hey, don't do this to me. This is why I hate this targeting method. I don't know why I have it selected. Just back away, Link. Thank you. And then boss fights weren't really as notable in the second one. They did fix it if you got the DLC in a way, just the Necromancer and all that fun jazz, but I don't know. It was kind of disappointing. And then there's the third Fable. This is what killed the series for me overall. They promised all this fun stuff, and not only did they cut out the health meter and pretty much ruin the entire, a lot of stuff, like interaction, and they gave it a lot of issues as well that are really just frustrating to no end. So to So in Fable, you had to raise a lot of money, and you could get stuck if you wanted the best ending, because you had to raise so much money, and it got to a point where I was just buying real estate and had to leave the Xbox on for a few days just because it collected money from things. That was the fastest way to get money too. It was ridiculous. I don't know what they were thinking. Oh. And then it still got worse. The game was glitchy like no other. Like me and Nick would play online and with each other. Half the time he would just start flying randomly for no reason. The game was glitchy beyond all hope. The story was kind of messy. The overworld was unorganized, and I really don't know what they were thinking. I don't want the store. We can't do anything over here quite yet. Yeah, Fable 3 was a gross game. The DLC for it, though, was very beautiful. The Trader's Keep. It was very memorable. It actually had fun fights. Areas in it were very awesome. My biggest problem was, though, it left off in a somewhat cliffhanger, and then they cut off support. Yeah. It drives me it drives me nuts no end. There was a 4th Fable game. I have never played it because it required Kinect, and I never bought Kinect, and I refused to buy Kinect. It's part of the reason why I hate Xbox One so much. How do we explain this? As I recall, it was pretty much just Kinect controls and spam magic. I don't know what Lionhead was thinking with that one at all, and I don't really want to know. I know there's some new Fable games supposed to be coming out for Xbox One, but it doesn't look like it's going to be worth my time. Sorry if you're fans of the newer games, I just hate it. I did get the Fable Anniversary, because, as I said, I love the original Fable. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to play it yet, because it kind of is glitchy, and I'm waiting for them to actually patch it, because it's possible to screw yourself completely over very, very easily because of how the new save system works. So I'm kind of waiting for them to either fix it or wait for people just to write out how to avoid all the glitches. Which actually by now I think they might have done, I don't know. I'll look into it after I finish Shin Megami Tensei 4. Ugh. Fable. So many things wrong. I need to get Dark Cloud for the PS2. I hear that game is awfully like Zelda, and look at the cover for the original Dark Cloud on PS2. Tell me that does not immediately look like Link. Like, seriously, when I first saw that game's cover, I thought that was Link. Okay, come on. I need to turn down sensitivity. Might help. We'll turn it up. I did too, I don't know. So this morning, I just got up early and was thinking, oh boy, I'm not going to be in a good mood today because I didn't feel good. And I was thinking, okay, what did I want to do this morning? I'm thinking to myself, and then I get the idea. Let's play Bad Company 2. Oh, do you want to be pissed off all day? I don't know what you mean. So I decided to go online and play Bad Company 2, and this is over to PS3 servers. I get onto a team, and I swear I'm working with the biggest morons on Earth. I actually get on. There's someone in a helicopter doing donuts while flying upside down on the ground. Don't know how the thing didn't blow up, but that was actually the most productive member of our team. The others, I don't even know what they were doing. We were down like about 250 tickets, or 200 tickets or whatever, to our like 30 or so. I actually managed to win the game for us somehow. I have no idea how, besides the fact I know all the cheat methods in that game. Yeah, just sit yourself at the top of some stairs with a shotgun, and when people try to come up, shoot at them. To be honest, I really don't know how to describe what went on this morning. And then, second game, I completely just destroyed both teams. Like, I had more score than both teams combined. Just people were that big of morons. I was very pissed off too, and that was the funniest part, even though I was doing so well. I don't exactly take bullcrap nicely, and then what actually really got me ticked off is someone actually messaged me when I quit, and they're like, well, why did you quit? You're the one that was winning the game for us, and now that you left, we just keep losing. You need to come back and join us. And it's like, really? If you guys would have done something, you guys wouldn't need me to win a stupid game instead of freaking driving in donuts. I hate people. They're morons. I don't even know why I play Bad Company 2 anymore, but it's just so much fun, and I don't like Battlefield 3 as much. Battlefield 3's maps were way too large for me, and I don't know. Here's one of the funniest things ever. Ready? We'll hop down. That is a beginner's trap. If there's ever a beginner's trap. Oh gosh, Water Temple actually might take more than 2 parts. I didn't actually anticipate this. No. Do 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 do. Alright, so looks like it's that time again. So next time on Ocarina of Time, we'll continue through the Water Temple and make it to Shadow Link. We'll have fun with that, guys. I promise.